Blah. What James Cameron always does in an outstanding way, he's got a track record for this. So I'm looking forward to Avatar 2 because he has a track record. He's done this with Aliens and he's done it with Terminator. He knows how to take an idea that already exists or that he created, and he knows how to elevate it and tell the story in a bigger way, expanding on the mythology, doing something just different and awe-inspiring. So we get this really contained story, slasher, sci-fi story, because the Terminator is a slasher movie when you really think about it. Really like high concept, low budget story in Terminator, in the same way that, and then he does a bigger scope for the movie by bringing in a second robot from the future and turning the antagonist from the first film into the protagonist. So the bad guy becomes the good guy. I mean, that's like, you just don't see that in movies. And in the Aliens, I mean, we went from this unstoppable killing machine in Alien to establishing, oh, they're a hive and there's a queen, and you know, this whole going from a haunted house in outer space to Vietnam War, Space Marines going into their own Vietnam War on LV 420. The guy knows how to do it. And so he does it in Terminator 2. Such fucking phenomenal film. And he makes us fall in love with the evil, with the bad guy from the first movie. We fall in love with Arnold. We love him. He's the best, dude. He's slowly learning how to, he's sort of learning how to be human bit by bit. And the kid, John Connor's like showing him how to be human, or establishing this bond. And then at the end of the movie, he does the most heroic and brave thing in the world. And it's easy for him to do because he's a machine, but it doesn't make it any less, scary or, sad, because for him, he's a machine. There's no soul. There's no nothing, if you believe in that shit or not. He knows that he is literally lowering himself into oblivion to save humanity, because they can't have any trace of the machine, of the technology. So he has to destroy himself. Otherwise, he could have just lived in peace with the Connors, right? Like, I'll live out the rest of my 120 years in my car battery, and that'll be good. It'll be a good life. And he's like, no, I gotta do it. So he says, lower me into the lava, and the kid's attached to him, and he does it. Not only does he do it, he gives him a thumbs up while he does it. And he lowers himself in. Here's the thing about bravery, and I guess it extends. Maybe it's easier to do when you're a machine and you don't have like emotions in the same way. Bravery. Here's the difference between bravery and fearlessness. Fearlessness is not being afraid of anything and going out and doing something and not being afraid, period. Bravery is being afraid, but doing it anyway because you have to, or because it's the right thing. And that's the difference between bravery and fear. And I think that in that moment, you have this machine showing the utmost bravery, and perhaps because he's a machine, but bravery nonetheless. He's an aware machine. We're all trying to, what's it called? Not survive. We're all thinking about self-preservation on some level. And then he does that thumbs up, and it just